All right, well, greetings, everyone. Again, my name is Matthew Gargano, and this particular video is part of a three-video series, so make sure you watch all three. If you are in E242 career development, you need to watch the three videos that I referenced in my welcome announcement for the courses. The first video is establishing a firm foundation. The second video is course navigation, and the third video is grading and rubrics. So here I'm going to focus on course navigation. I'm going to be looking over to the side of my screen. I've got a split screen, which is kind of cool. So over to the left side, if you see me looking, because I've got the actual course development course shell open to make sure I don't miss anything. So really, really important. When you log into the course for the first time, you want to make sure that you go to the course homepage, because there you'll find all the announcements. Those are announcements that I post each week. You'll also find the live classroom session information. It's there that you'll find the link to the WebEx, to the live classroom sessions. You'll also find the schedule for the live classroom sessions, and you will find the links to the archived classroom sessions. And I talk more about the live classroom sessions and assignments in the establishing a firm foundation video. You want to make sure my grades is self-explanatory. Course messages, that's where you'll go to view any emails that you received from me or others, or to be able to send. Very important. You want to, so your go-tos immediately is your course homepage, my instructor information, my contacting protocol, again, course announcements, live classroom session information, course home, go-to. Syllabus, big time go-to. Please go to that syllabus, because your syllabus is one of your critical roadmaps. You've got two roadmaps here. And when I say roadmap, obviously a roadmap is it's the map that tells you how to successfully navigate to and through where you're going. So your syllabus is one of your course roadmaps, and your getting started is another one of your course roadmaps. So the syllabus is going to go over the course, the expectations, the grading, what is due. And so that's really important. The getting started actually is another roadmap, but it digs deeper, and it actually breaks down really nicely. It gives you a whole snapshot of the whole 5.5 weeks of all 6 modules. It gives you a nice breakdown of each module, what the detail, what is involved in each module, and what's really cool is how much time it should take you for each module. So then you know ahead of time for the whole 5.5 weeks how much time you need to plan and what all's involved for each one of the course modules. And so that's the getting started. Discussion's really important. You want to make sure that you identify the 3 types of discussions. There's the student lounge, which is just as its name, student lounge. That's a virtual hangout spot for you and other students. I'm not involved in that. I'll go in there initially to post an initial information about myself, in addition to what I post in the instructor information, just to sort of share a little bit more about me. But the student lounge is exactly what it is, student to student. So I'm not in there. I'll go in there the first week to sort of see what you're about, but it takes the place of if you're actually in a classroom. In a classroom, you've got students, you're going to start talking, hey, how you doing? My name is so-and-so, get to know your students. Get to know your fellow classmates. It's sort of to create that community of learners. So that student lounge is just for you. If you're posting anything in there for me, I'm not going to see it, because again, I don't go in the student lounge. It's for you. Now, general course questions are if you have a general question about the course that you want me to answer. You're posting in the general course questions because you're thinking, maybe other students have the same question. So let me post it here, and then other students can see. So in the general course questions discussion, what you post, again, we're talking general questions about the course. You want to post it in the general discussion, general course questions in the discussion section, knowing that everybody else can see your question. So if you want to ask a private or a personal question, do it via email to me. Don't do it in the general discussion course questions because everyone else is going to see. Now, here's the thing. There's no notification from me that you posted in the general course questions. So please also just send me a quick email to say, hey, I posted a question. I do try to get in there and check that throughout the week. But unfortunately, sometimes it slips my mind with that general discussion. It's not on my radar screen a lot as I'm more involved in the discussion modules because I'm very active in the discussions. How are you answering this discussion post? I'll get more into the specifics in the grading of that, but how are you answering the post? How are you responding to other learners? I'm reading those, I'm jumping in. Whereas the general discussion is more of a passive discussion thread. So again, if you're going to post a question, I do my very, very best to get in there every week to remind myself to check it, but just send me a quick email. If I haven't responded to you within 24 hours, send me a quick email to say, hey, Prof, did you get a chance to check my general discussion? I'll be like, hey, let me go check it. Thanks for the reminder. So then you've got your individual modules, and you've got modules 1 through 6. And each module consists of, you've got your written assignments, you've got your lesson content, you've got your live discussion, and you've got your live classroom discussion. So the flow is all the same, but whatever information you need to do assignments and to complete assignments is in the lesson content of each module. So before you send me a quick email to say, hey, Professor G or Prof, what are we supposed to do for this assignment? I'm going to push back a little bit and say, hey, go back and read, and then you tell me what you think you need to do. Because that does two things. It holds you accountable in a really healthy way. We all need accountability. I want to make sure, one, you understand where you need to go because I want you to be successful. And I want you to be able to use all the information that you have available into the course. I want you to really work that course so you can be really successful. So I'm going to push back a little bit for a couple reasons. One, I want to make sure you know where you're supposed to go to get that information. Number two, I want to make sure that you're finding it. And number three, I want to know what your understanding of it is. So that's what I'm going to do. Absolutely email me questions, but my first thing is always going to be, hey, go read that and let me know, or reread that and let me know what it is that you think they're asking, and then we'll have the conversation. So those are the modules. And that pretty much wraps up the navigation, but I wanted to do the video on course navigation because it's really, really important. And I want you to position yourself to start off successful, position yourself well, and I want you to finish strong. So thank you for your time, and I look forward to working with you throughout the course. Peace out.